Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Graves. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that
Get one more in for Keno.
That's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 38-yard line.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The tackle is made. The offense is now...
Might have to make the thumbnail. This one jumped on his back.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 5 yards,
that was
8
glitchy.
yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Talk about a great way to start this game for setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple of drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow.
Girl, go get a real jersey. You too, dude. Got them knockoff jerseys on. I would tell you where I get my jerseys from, but they don't give me a discount.
But it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Oh, y'all, I had the edge.
Across the 20. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
3rd down after that running play. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Stop right
oh, my.
line, no gain.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
His punk ass.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Shoots to get past the man. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown.
I'm talking about the middle linebacker.
Well, the energy really
The Mike.
But they're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Yep, got him over 100.
The powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different
We'll take
outcome
that.
with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made down the left side.
Oh, I should have played zone.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Only a junior. Probably going to go pro, though.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball.
Golly,
the catch
bro.
is made for a huge pickup. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Tigers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback
I thought they were
enough
going to
time.
run it.
Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And
to throw, it's Graves. Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap.
let's run it down.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Offense built like that, baby. Yeah.
The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's sacked, so brought down right at the 5-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's complete.
Damn!
And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
You bastard.
Final couple minutes,
interception. What the fuck are you doing?
The 20 and the deep shot. Big gain. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The Tigers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back.
Again, it switched to a down run.
At the 3-yard line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He's at the 50.
That white boy fast.
At the 30. Inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back.
I ain't mean to call him a boy, but that's a man. But he fast.
God, it's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
And he got the visor. Styling and profiling. Woo!
The powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Why? Why does the linebacker always do that?
The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. They can't slow him down.
Damn.
Play of the game.
Damn. That was for Keno.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half.
I'm supposed to be playing as the road team, but this is Keno's favorite team, and you'll see Keno in the comments. I know people probably like, who the hell is Keno, man? He keep mentioning Keno. Keno will be in the comments. So I wanted to play as a road team for all the games of the week, make it a little bit more fun. I thought this was going to be a neutral site game. I'm surprised they didn't make it a neutral site, but so be it. All right, 18 first downs, 390 yards of total offense, 99 rush yards as a team. Quarterback was 20 for 23, only 272. I don't know, man. Maybe I need to just start playing prevent. Like, damn, man. And why the fuck does it make the linebacker always come running? I don't understand that. Why? You're playing zone. You're supposed to be staying back. Why do the linebackers come rushing in when the pass is thrown? The quarterback not running. So why is the linebacker rushing in? I don't fix that shit about the game, bro. Shit is fucking annoying, man. How many yards I done gave up just because of y'all got that dumbass shit program, man? Yeah, one interception. I ain't throw it. If it went for that, he'd been like maybe 21 or 23. 103 rushing yards for the senior star running back, 2 touchdowns. He fumbled one time, though. Oh. Receiving wise, Komar with 80, 2 touchdowns. Carmona with 57 and a touchdown. Street with 66. Claiborne 49. Kenyon 20 receiving yards. So he spread the ball out. Gave up 3 sacks. You a senior. You gotta be better than that. Your last name, Creer? All right, so the junior center, he gave up a sack. Captain Nix, 2 pancakes. Got to show love to the O-lineman. So Sandy led the team 5 tackles. We got Cherry, who had the big interception. And Quincy, he had 5 tackles. Sacks by Sandy. So damn, Sandy. Hey, yeah, Sandy definitely deserved. Well, I don't know. I had a sack. Sure, door. I was gonna say Sandy deserves the thumbnail, but I think we're gonna give it to my man over here, Cherry. Just a sophomore. All right, y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in. Stay smart. Stay safe. More action to come. See, why is his name Vi Wong? That's a white guy, man. This guy. Remix. At least these 2 dudes are black. Surprised they ain't make them white. This gang gonna be weird, man. Coming up with just the craziest names. Then it's almost kind of racist because, like, you got all these weird ass, I don't want to say weird, non-American. Let me say it that way. You got all these non-American names. You definitely made them black.